In this video, we will be reviewing one of the hottest comedic masterclass right now, offered by Flipped Up, Jonas versus K-Ram. Come on, guys, let's do this.
Hindi na sila mag-coitos. Pumayag naman si Jonas na mauna. Tig-2 minuto dapat. Pakinggan natin unang banat, round 14, day 1. Jonas.
Right off the bat.
Yay!
Sabi nila, maingay ka raw ngayon sa tao at sa entablado laging bida. Ikaw din daw ang susunod na sinyo at bagong paborito ni Enigma. Pwes sulitin mo na iho ang binipisyo at kinikita kasi papatayin na ng bagsik ko yung malakas mong karisma.
Nice.
Tinalo mo daw si Badang? Yung ba iayabang mo sa akin? Pwes kung nakaligtas ka sa nangahawak ng kamay, ngayon hindi ka papalarin. Tropa mo lang kasi yung judges, kaya nanalo to kahit walang kwenta. K-Ram, baka di mo pa alam, si Badang ang bagong meta. Kasi paano ba to nanalo kay Tito Badang? Eh yung mga linya nun, konkreto.
Nice.
Yung hinampas niyang papel sa mukha mo, kumpleto. Hindi uubra to, kahit sa kongreso. Luto yung panalo mo, kitang-kita kahit sa mento. Masyado ka kasing mapangusga, wala ka ng sino. Mapangusga ng tao, tipikal na Pilipino. Kaya dapat sa mga katulad mo, sipa.
Nice.
Grabe yung flow mo, Tito Badang, ako'y hika. Pero maiba. Bakit sabi nila ikaw daw ang bagong sinyo? Alam mo ba na bilang MC yun ay malaking insulto? Kasi ibig sabihin nun ay wala kang sariling estilo at sa sikat ng iba ikay nagsisilbing anino. Ako, nag-iisa lang, lintik, walang kagaya. Ibang klaseng komedyante yung kulit ng babalandra. Yung Deo, binakla ko. Binaliw ko rin yung Manda. Kaya kahit sinyong malupit ang itapat nyo, di ako kaya. Sinyo! Hindi naman sa pagmamayabang. Pero ito'y isang babala. Alam mo bang kaya kitang talunin ng all 3 rounds? Basta di ka magsasalita.
Makes sense.
Pero hindi ito pagtatawag dun sa nagpapahingang senyorito. Dahil pag ako nag-call out ng all God, ang lalabas si Basilio. Ewan ko ba rito kay Arik? Mga binibigay sa akin, puro bayaw na lang. Binigyan nga ako ng uprising. Puta, si Tuwing naman. Oo, nung nakaraang ahon, yung kalaban ko may tililing. Main event kami na ang mga nanonood puro bote ng Nature Spring. Sinong nakasaksi? Di ba mukha kaming gago? Nagtatanghal kami ni Tweng kahit wala nang interesado. Pero ginampanan ko pa rin yung binigay sa aking trabaho. O di ako nagpapamahal ng ticket, ang pinapamahal ko mga tao.
That's nice. Nice. Solid first round, Jonas. Solid first round.
Grabe ka naman. Sino ditong naniniwala na matatalo ko si Jonas? Meron ba mga pre? Okay, binilang ko lang kung ilan yung madidismaya ko ngayong gabi. Ahon, sagpangan na! Ay, sagpangan na! Putang ina mo, joke agad ah. Wait lang, mag-shoutout muna ako. Gago. Yung shoutout Black Manila at Chillionaire Pastry Vapors. Flip Top. Salamat sa inyo. Game!
Yeah.
Grabe ka talaga sa akin, boss. Gusto mo na talaga ako matodas? Pagkatapos mo kung ibigay kay Nikki, binigay mo naman sa akin si Jake Cyrus. Charis! Lalaki yan si Jonas. Kasi di ba nakwento mo sa akin dati na nagka-jowa ka ng bakla? At sa sobrang komportable mo sa kanya, natsupa mo siya nang hindi mo sinasadya. Hindi mo sinasadya! Aning ka ba, Chong? Sabi mo pa, kaya ko lang siya natsupayaw kasi lasing lang siya nun. Mukhang naguguluhan ka sa kasarian mo. Dinadaan mo lang sa kulit at patawa. Sige nga, Jonas, kung straight ka talaga, tignan mo ko ng diretso sa mata. Kasi hayop yung mata neto. Kasi hayop yung mata neto. Nakakahiya kung susumahin. Kasi hayop yung mata neto.
Hope not, Joe. I hope not.
Shit.
I hope
Kasi
not.
hayop yung mata neto. Hindi bang karaniwan? Bukod sa bad trip kakausap, nakakahilo katitigan. One time nga nakasabay ko to magmotor. Talagang malabo, madisgrasya. Google Map lang yung kasama. Nakatingin na siya sa mapa, nakatingin pa sa kalsada. Kaskasero tong hinayupang. Para bang excited mamatay. Gago ka, babay? Kumpiyansa kasi yung side mirror nasisilip niya ng sabay. Dati may nakahaway tong bulag. Kahit di siya inaano. Pero nung nalaman niyang papalag, sabi niya, matapang ka lang kasi dalawa kayo. Sabi nung bulag, tangina mo, magkikita pa tayo. At nagpanggap kang Isko Moreno. Maling-mali yun, kapatid. Maling-mali yun, kapatid. Galit siya sa mga Aquino kasi di niya nakita yung daang matuwid. Pero sikat na to si Jonas. Kanta neto, sinasoundtrip na mga lasinggero habang yung pulutan latundan.
Tundan.
Yung mga listeners mo, walang budget, kaya yung MP mo hindi na nasundan. Alam mong masama sa katawan yung serbesa? Kahit kanino naman. Joke! Baka nahihilo ka lang. Tandaan mo na nagka-views ka dahil sa alak, maling bisyo na yan. Tip-top, pati Batang Quiapo, doble yung kita kung susumahin. Kahit hindi pa to umamin. Kaya di mo pwedeng iyabang yung kita mo, alam nilang tagilid yung views mo sa akin. At nararamdaman ko, Jonas.
Mars.
At nararamdaman ko na ngayon ka na aamin, Jonas. Mukhang ito na yung tamang oras na 15 years kang nanahimik na anak ka sa labas ni Zero Hour. Alam, puro mata na lang ba? Wala na ba akong ibang maanggel? Oo, lahat bumagsak sa mata at ang tawag doon, Islander. Pero biro, masaya ako sa lahat ng mga naging achievements mo, Yaw. Lately. At sana lang, masecure mo yung pamilya mo ng safety. At sana din, nasusulit mo na lang ang bawat minuto ng buhay mo, Nas. Daily. And that's more than 2 minutes. See you mamaya.
Wow, man, that's nice. That's nice. All right, all right. So solid first round for both. Man, it's just as to this, man. Karam was not able to spit it out the way that he normally do, right? So okay, let's talk about Jonas went first round. Jonas, man, I like his overall theatrics. He's calm, he's collected, not calm like not like Pistolero calm, but The way that he is, he's very confident. That's where I'm getting at. He's very confident in a way that his performance are very clean, right? And he knows his proper cue in. Like, uh, when he spit a bar or he spit a joke or something, he knows the right emotion, he knows the right reaction, he knows the right theatrics to that. And perhaps big chunk of it is most probably because of, again, he's now an artist but actor na siya. So that's a big chunk of it. I can definitely say. So all right, dun tayo sa mga angles na ginamit ni Jonas over K-Ram. Sabi niya yung crowd favorite daw, tapos ginamit din niya yung angle na si Badang always, Sinyo, and Tweng. Sinabi na ni J Block to, di ba? Ng 3GS, lagi nila ay, hindi si J Block. No, I think it was GL, na si GL, di ba, lagi nilang kay lip cramp, parang lagi daw nilang inaano si Badang. Si J Block, I think it was GL. So yun yung mga angles na ginamit ni Jonas over kay K-Ram. And these are the lines that I like, from Jonas's first round. I know that you guys have some more, and some you might have less, but these are the ones that I like, okay, personally. Number one, sabi niya, tinalo mo si Badang, yun ang ilalaban mo sa akin. Pwes kung naaligtas ka sa nangahawak ng kamay ngayon, hindi ka papalarin. So, this is an obvious bar. This is a straightforward line. But it's a good one, though. It's a good one. Normally, kasi when you use the word Badang or the name Badang, it's always associated with a sarcasm or humor or whatnot. But this one, I'm not saying that this is the first time, all right? What I'm saying is that at least Jonas broke out of the norm na what people were expecting. Like me, I was expecting for him to like use that anchor na Badang sa isang something comedic, right? Parang kay Looney na, is ito sinorid no, right? And all that. But him using a bar or like, using that as an anchor for a bar, yung hawak ng kamay, hindi ka papalarin. I like that. It's fresh, at least to me. Number two, yung sabi niya, tropa mo lang kasing yung judges. This is still referring dun sa battle ni K-Ram sa PSP 11K Badang. Sabi niya, tropa mo lang kasi yung judges, kaya nanalo to kahit walang kwenta. K-Ram, baka hindi mo alam, si Badang ang bagong meta. So this is sarcasm. This is what I'm saying, right? I mean, normally when you use the si Badang as a part of the reference or the line, it always lands into humor. It's either sarcasm or dark humor. Sarcasm kasi nga everybody like does si Badang daw yung bano, and dark humor because of the alleged rape case na Badang got involved with. So yeah, I like this right here is the dynamics that Jonas is showing us now. He is really well-rounded. Kasi imagine, parehong angulo, parehong anchor yung ginagamit niya, Badang. But the first one ginamit niya sa bar, second one ginamit niya sa joke. So you have to respect that level of artistry from him. He could have just doubled down with joke kasi si Jonas naman skill as one of the best pagdating sa jokes, but he showed us levels. Now I can also do that sa bar. Now number three, sabi niya, I like yung Badang rhyme scheme. Nung ginaya niya yung yung flow ni Badang, yung completo Pilipino. So I like that because I love that because we normally see na nate-terrorize pagdating sa ganyan ni si Batas, right? We always hear parang very common na pagdating sa panggagaya o pagmamock or making fun of the flow. It's usually Batas is the end of that butt. Siya palagi yung biktima na ganun because Batas really have a very very unique flow. It's something that you only hear from him. Yung kay Badang, it's kasi it's very unique na very old school, and it's not associated. I'm not saying this, okay? This is what people and especially MCC. Yung flow ni Badang, it's not associated sa galing. Parang it's weak, it's bust, it's basura. Yun yung associated. Unlike kay Mark or kay Batas, it's associated with uniqueness. Diba? Pag sinabi, yung flow ni Batas, sakit naman talaga sa tenga. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I don't like it. But because magaling kasi si Batas and all the schemes and the reference and all that na intact with it, parang we give him a pass, di ba? Sige, pwede na yan, okay na yan. Kahit na some people, really don't like it. But because ang ganda nung nilalaman nun, nung content nung kanyang, lines, we give him a pass, right? Si Batang kasi, yung style niya, di ba? Yung nag-i-emphasize siya ng bali ng syllables, yung pili, pino. Sabi nga ni Looney, hindi mo maintindihan kung bakit Akala niya, sabi ni Badang, ni Looney, sabi niya, akala yata ni Badang pag naganon siya. Bars na yun. Pero kasi, pag titignan mo, yes, I mean, bali ng rhyme is ng syllable is okay. But ano bang ina-achieve mo doon? 'Di ba? Pag sinayang pili, pino. So anong ina-achieve mo nun? Kung kreto. Kung pleto, pwede siya. It could have been a part of a holo rhyme, 'di ba? Yung holo rhyme parang kila Basaya at kila Lanceta na bawat salita talagang nakalinya, talagang about salita talagang nakarhyme sa susunod sa tanya, pangit, talagang tuloy-tuloy, di ba? Pwede sana yon. It could be a part of that. But yung kay Badang kasi, we all know, parang, ano ba ina-achieve mo dun sa bali ng ng syllables na yun. So yeah, I like it. This is funny kasi very effective kung paano ginamit ni Jonas, no? Ayun kay Batas, we have heard it so many times. Sobrang daming tao nang gumawa ng mock. I believe the best ever did that was si Poison 13 for me. Pinakagusto yung panggagaya ni Poison kay Batas. But again, this is something that is fresh and new to me kasi nga hindi siya associated sa galing. So yung mga tao, ba't gagahin ko yun? Ibano yun. And paano frame ni Jonas na maging nakakatawa? It's amazing. And then I also like yung kaya dapat mga katulad mo kaya dapat mga katulad mo sipa. So ang galing, sobrang creative, mocking of K-Ram's own style. Good start from Badang delivery, then curveball siya. It's a genius comedy. Kasi why do I say it's mocking K-Ram's own style? Diba, K-Ram is we all know K-Ram to be someone na talagang i-state siya namang obvious, maggagawa siya ng mahabang scheme na pare-pareho siya, of course, syllables, and then sa dulo, doon niya babaliin ng iba, which makes the punchline very unpredictable and even more funny. Kasi nga, hindi ko na-expect yan, ito na, biglang iba, diba? So that kind of framework, ginaya ni Jonas, dun sa everybody, kasi sinet up niya ng okay parang pinrep niya sa lahat ng tao, even me, na okay, ito yung syllable natin ito yung rhyme natin, ang dulo natin, pili, pino, hilo. Sabi niya, diba, grabe yung flow mo, Badang, ako'y hilo, pili, pino, tapos bilang, kaya dapat sa'yo, kaya sini. So everybody was like, siko, because that's, diba, I mean, that's the common ending for it, di ba? Yun yung talagang in-expect mo. And then sabi niya, sipa. And the beauty about it is because it works. Hindi lang noon, yung sipa at saka sinisiko, parehong pertaining to something physical. Di ba? Na physicalin kita. Yun naman talaga yung yun yung pinupunto ni Jonas dun sa last na yun. So, it's very, very funny. I like it. It's a combination of Badang yung flow, tapos K-Ram yung style ng joke. So, again, these are subtle things na ginawa ni Jonas na if you're not really keen to it, you will not appreciate it as much. It will just fly over your head and maisip mo na, parang anong magaling doon? Parang ang nakikita mo lang doon comedy, hindi mo nakikita yung creativity at saka yung galing, yung layer of artistry behind it. Kasi nakita mo lang doon yung sinisiko, ginawa niya sinisipa. But truth is, ginawa niya yun with, of course, stating the obvious, yung using Badang's flow and mocking using K-Ram's own style also, yung binabali yung dulo. So, it's a genius curveball. It's very nice. Everybody had a big laugh. I had a big laugh. It's amazing. Tapos sabi niya dito, yung Deo binakla ko, yung Manda yung Deo binakla ko, binaliw ko din yung Manda, kaya kahit sinyong malupit itapat nyo, hindi ako kaya. So yan, calling out sinyo tsaka sino, right? So again, maganda yung maganda yung ginamit yung type of comedy din dito, 'di ba? Yung pag-exage yung kay Manda Baliw tapos yung kay Deo, Sir Deo is Bading. So, ang galing ng mga elements na ginagamit dito ni Jonas. Ilang lines pa lang to, he is already showing us comedy masterclass na ang comedy hindi na siya straightforward comedy but there's so many elements of comedy na you can really be called artistic kasi a problem, 'di ba? Pag sinabing comedy, parang mababang uri siya ng art form. Pag gusto mo siyang itaas ng level ng art form, niisip dapat bars, not knowing na ang pagko-comedy, there's so many levels and layers and artistry then for it to be effective. And that's what Jonas is showing us right here in the first round. Na hindi mo siya talaga ma-appreciate in that level of artistry kung hindi mo siya talagang bubusisiin or like you're not really gonna dissect it through and through. Tapos sabi niya dito, pero hindi ito pagtatawag doon sa nagpapahingang senyorito dahil kapag ako nag-call out ng old god, ang lalabas si Basilio. Nakikita nyo, di ba, yung old gods and Basilio. Par siya, double entendre siya, yet naglalanding siya sa joke. That's what I'm saying. Kasi old gods naman talaga si Basilio. If you're going to look at it in career and vet standing, Basilio is already Basilio. Nagsisimula pa lang sila Looney. 'Di ba? Alam natin yan. Basilio is already way up there. Parang, if I'm not mistaken, almost as if kasabay niya si Glock nung nag-start siya. So, old gods na talaga, vets na talaga si Basilio. Yet, in the same breath, dahil nga sa tagal ng longevity na rin ni Basilio in the game, old na rin siya. Right? And that has always been a repetitive joke over Basilio na matanda ka na, Dave. Diba? Si Looney Pagaman, matanda ka na, Dave. Old ka na, Dave, and all that. So palagi, maski si Batas, sinasabi niya matanda. So that's what I'm saying. Can you, I know you guys are getting it right now. These are the things that we have to appreciate kay Jonas. Iba yung level ng comedy kasi ni Jonas. If you look at it, matalino yung art form ng comedy ni Jonas. It's not a straightforward na comedy. Hindi siya jokes. I would not just label it, ang galing ng joke. No, it's comedy in itself. Kasi comedy, ang daming yan eh. Diba? Ang daming branches yan. Slapsticks, stand-up. There's so many ways to be a comedian or to deliver or to perform a comedy. Hindi lang siya nag-ending sa jokes. Gaya nito, di ba, yung old god. Pag ako nagtawag ng old gods, ang lalabas si Basilio. It's a foreign and it's a joke. It is an entendre and it is may level of real talk, may level of sarcasm, exaggeration. Di ba? Like, ang galing. Naisiksik lahat yung mga elements na yun ni Jonas dito sa kanyang first round. And nakikita niyo siya, evident siya every round. Tapos sabi niya dito, ewan ko ba rito kay Arik, mga binibigay sa akin, puro bayo na lang. Binigyan niya ako ng uprising. Si Tweng naman. Diba? So, ano yan? Again, exaggeration ba yan? Sarcasm ba yan? Anong klaseng humor ba yan? Anong klaseng comedy na yan? Diba? Parang, grabe, ang galing. Nakaka-believe yung comedy na, yung showcase of comedy dito ni Jonas na si Tweng naman. Diba? Parang nakakatawa yung joke pero laylay yung taang binigay. Kasi pag just listen to this line nang tanggalin mo sa isip na comedic line to. Huwag mong isipin na comedy to. Huwag mong isipin na joke. Sabi niya, basta pakinggan nyo. Ewan ko ba rito ay Arik, mga binibigay sa akin, puro bayaw na lang. Binigyan niya ako ng uprising. Puta si Tweng naman. Di ba? Kahit anong delivery mo dito, it works. Kasi it has a certain level of para ka nagre-reklamo, complain, pero pag ginamit mo lang sa joke, nagiging sarcasm naman siya. Di ba? Nagiging sarcasm naman siya. Kapag sineryoso mo naman yung delivery, nagiging real talk naman siya na, di ba? Parang jab na, ano naman yan? Parang pag seryoso yung delivery ginamit mo, banat siya pareho kay Enigma at kay Tweng. Na bobo sa Enigma gumawa ng lineup, bobo yung binigay niya ng kalaban. Ganon. Pero pag ginamit mo naman na sarcasm dito, na joke or comedy, kay Tweng naman yung di ba? Nagigets nyo? Na either way, kahit saan mo gamitin yung linya, it works. Yun yung sinasabi kong galing dito ni Jonas. And lastly, sabi niya dito, nung nakaraang ahon, yung kalaban ko may tililing. Main event kami na ang mga nanonood puro bote ng Nature Spring. Sa Nilangaw yun eh. So again, the same goes with this na yung first line, yung kay Tweng, applies to this same line as well. Now, gamitin mo siya ng seryoso in delivery, it still works. Gamitin mo siya as comedic weapon, it still works. So I could truly say, man, Jonas' first round is comedy, not jokes. Comedy masterclass. Comedy masterclass. Amazing. You see, it's very unique kind of comedy yung pinapakita ni Jonas. That's the kind of comedy na Jonas brings, right? It's a very unique to him. You wouldn't mistake it for someone else. Yun kasi yung style ni Jonas. Yes, maraming comedian dyan. Yes, maraming mga nakakatawa dyan. But you wouldn't mistake it na ganyan din yung style ni Jonas eh. No, his comedy is his own. You know what I'm saying? It is, you wouldn't mistake it for someone else. Unlike, di ba, parang yung comedy ni ganito, kayang gayahin ni ganito, parang yung comedy ni ganito, parang before nung nagsisimula si Sinyo, ang laging banat kay Sinyo, yung comedy daw niya is parang upgraded lang na Delo, which at his earliest part of his career, na-admit naman niya na ako yung updated na Delo, ganito, yung sa debat, diba? At saka yung mga word, paano nila, yung mga word na ginagamit nila, paano nila ini-stretch na magkaroon ng other meanings, right? Yung so almost identical, Delo and Sinyo, right? But yung kay Jonas, you cannot mistake it for someone else. You cannot say, ganyan din, ganito rin. No, it is his own brand of comedy. He has his own brand of comedy, and it's always wrapped in a beautiful storytelling. And that's what I've noticed, no? Like yung kay Kairam, di ba? Kay Lipcram, very like yung kay Kairam, very original, walang katulad. Si Sinyo, yung comedy niya, nasa wordplay. That's what I'm saying. Si Jonas, nasa kabuuan ng storya, yung kwento, yung comedy. What do I mean by that? Ganito kasi. Meron kasing nakakatawang joke at saka merong nakakatawang kwento. Yung kay Jonas, nakakatawa yung kwento. Yung joke kasi parang, nakakatawang joke, parang stand-up comedy. I'll give you ganito, ganyan, and then, boom, may punchline. Alam mo kagad na may punchline. Yung nakakatawang, yung kay Jonas kasi is, yung kwento in itself. Ganun kagaling yung story, yung style ni Jonas eh. Yung kay Jonas kasi, yung kwento niya mismo yung nakakatawa. And his jokes is wrapped around the storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Diba? Look at it again. Pakinggan niyo yung first round niya. Hindi ka maghihintay nung punchline lang. Nararap ka dun sa buong storytelling ni Jonas. And that's, I believe that is his own brand of comedy. Nakakatawa yung kwento. Parang hindi siya yung parang may tatlong Hapon. May Pilipino, may Hapon. Diba yung comedy alba ni Johnny Boy? Diba? Alam mo kaagad the joke yun, right? Ni Johnny Boy, Kong TV, at Timpayaman. Diba? Right off the bat, alam mo kaagad na, boy, meron akong kwento. Alam mo kaagad na, okay, joke. Right? Pero meron naman yung parang tropa mo na, pre, galing kami last time dun kila ganito. Grabe, ganito, ganyan. Yung comedy na dun sa buong kwento mismo. Nagigets nyo? It's really hard for me to explain that in Tagalog, but I know that you guys are getting it. So the comedy of Jonas is wrapped around storytelling. Other people's comedy is wrapped or pertaining to a joke. Nakasentro siya sa joke. So yeah, that's Jonas' first round. It's very clean. I like it. Man, comedy masterclass. Now let's talk about Kairam's first round. So ito yung mga angulo niya. Obviously, showmanship is really there, but it's really rough kasi nga, di ba, parang choke siya and yung in the beginning at saka somewhere in the middle patapos na medyo nag-i-stutter, nag-slip up and rough na yung performance ni Kairam. So ito yung mga angles niya. Gay jokes, mata, motor, isko, at saka yung songs ni Jonas. These are the lines I like. Excuse me, from Kairam. Sabi niya, one time nga, nakasabay ko to magmotor, talagang malabo, madisgrasya. Google Map lang yung kasama at tingin na siya sa mapa na at tingin pa sa kalsada. So, that's a straight up ito yon pinagkaiba ng ng joke ni Kram at saka ng comedy ni Kram at saka ni Jonas, 'di ba? Nakita mo, alam mo kaagad right off the bat na itong kwento na to hindi totoo. Right? 'Di ba na, ang time nga kasabay kita alam mo kaagad na joke to. Hindi wala siyang element of truth in it, right? Na hindi siya realistic, something like that. But still nakakatawa siya. I like it. Hindi ko sinasabing mas magandang brand ng comedy ni Jonas. Hindi ko sinasabing pangit yung comedy ni Kram. It's both funny. It's both effective. What I'm saying is that it's just two different way of comedy, presenting what comedy is. Yun yung sinasabi ko. Pangalawa line ni Kram, sabi niya, dati may nakaaway siyang bulag kahit hindi siya inaano, pero nung nalaman niyang papalag, sabi niya, matapang ka lang kasi dalawa kayo. Sabi nung bulag, tayo na mo, magkikita pa tayo. So like these are the kind of straight up comedy na sinasabi ko na nakakatawa siya. Hindi yung bulag, na may element siya ng dark humor and sarcasm. Dark humor kasi syempre you are trying to make fun of somebody else's suffering or somebody else's misfortune, pagiging bulag. Tapos yung pagiging banlag si Jonas, ang alam ko, hindi naman siya cross-eyed, hindi naman siya duling. But yeah, yung pinapresent kasi dito, dalawa kayo, so parang naging duling na nga yung si Kram. Hindi naman siya, si Jonas. So yeah, I like that line. Tapos sabi niya, at nagpanggap kang Isko Moreno, maling-mali yan, kapatid. I like this. Kasi this one is, this one hindi siya na-absorb ng mga tao kaagad, hindi siya nag-land. Pero yung, at nagpanggap kang Isko Moreno, and then the way he said this, maling-mali yan, kapatid. If you did not notice, if this is something that just went over your head, Brother Eli Soriano impersonation yung ginagawa niya dito. Right? I don't know if you know Brother Eli Soriano. Ano ba? Church of God yata. Church na. I'm not gonna make fun of the church. But yung si Brother Eli kasi, I'm an 90s kid, so he's very popular when I was young. Yung maling-mali yan, kapatid. Yung ano na to, diba? Pinarod din nila, sa Bubblegang yung Alien, right? Yun yun. Ito yun. Yun yung parehong reference si Brother Eli Soriano. So in-impersonate siya dito ni Kram nung sinabi niya, maling-mali yan, kapatid. I don't know if you get that, but yeah, ako, the first time na narinig ko yun, already, ooh, that's Brother Eli. Because again, I grew up hearing that guy because, he is such a, like a rock star for every 90s kid. Kahit hindi ka religious, you would know Brother Eli Soriano kasi laging laman ng balita sumasali pa ng debate. Yan, yung debate kay Maring Winnie, Channel 7, back when I was young. Brother Eli I joined that. So yeah, Brother Eli Soriano impersonation yon. Very subtle lang siya, no? Very subtle. Kaya nga nag-post siya si Kram, kaya nung deliver niya ito, that exact way, no? Nag-post si Kram at inulit niya. He was expecting that people will react kasi magets sila. He was expecting people would get it. He was expecting na it will land. He was expecting na magigets ka agad ng tao na, oy, maling-mali ya, kapatid, Brother Eli Soriano. Hindi. Kaya inulit niya ulit. Nag-pause siya. Inulit niya ulit. People still didn't get it. So, yeah, but we get it, right? So, that's nice. That's a very subtle, way of adding an element of comedy in that line. Tapos sabi niya, galit siya sa mga Aquino kasi hindi niya nakita yung daang matuwid. So, I like that. So, banlag, duling, I don't know. Alam ko, banlag si Jonas. Pero, duling, I don't know. Pagulo to si Kram. Pinipresent kasi dito ni Kram na duling si Jonas. And then sabi niya, yung mga listeners mo walang budget kaya yung MP mo hindi na nasundan. Alam mong masama sa katawan yung serbesa kahit kanino naman. Baka nahihilo ka lang, tandaan mo nagka-views ka lang dahil sa alak, maling vision na yan. So, nagka-views ka lang kasi 'di ba dahil sa alak, maling vision na yan. Lasing, 'di ba? Lasing ka lang or hilo or groggy, you're not really, your head is all over the place, 'di ba? Pag lasing ka, hilo-hilo ka and all that. So, yun yung sinasabi niya, natandaan mo nagka-views ka lang dahil sa alak, maling vision na yan. Dahil nga, pag hilo ka or lasing ka, iba-iba yung nakikita mo and all that. And there's other lines in here na I really like then, yung kagaya nung tagilid yung views mo. Kasi nga, parang sinasabi niya na lasing, dahil nga sa MP and banlag, somehow duling cross-eyed si Jonas. So, sinasabi niya na, oh, tagilid yung views mo pag tinapat sa akin. Dahil nga, dalawa nga doon yung kinikita niya. Flipped up at saka Batang Quiapo. I like that line as well. It's nice. And I love the closing here. I like the concept na ginamit ni Keram, the way that he closed the first round, yung Nas Daily thing, no? It's more than 2 minutes. I like that. So, here. Delivery is a big part of every punchline. Oh, hello, okay. Ngayon, nakita natin, napakinggan natin yung round nung dalawa. And they have 2 different kind of comedy. Just as I've mentioned, none is better than the other, okay? Hindi mas magaling yung isa, mas mahina yung isa. No, that is just 2 different brands of comedy. Nothing is more than the other. Now, delivery is always a big part of the punchline. It makes the punchline more effective, or it does not make it at all, like sometimes, diba, the jokes are not that powerful, or the bars are not that deep, but because the delivery was smooth, it's smooth like butter, it makes it seems like more than it is, right? And that's the difference between the two. No, see, Jonas, he was able to spit it out smoothly, perform smoothly, deliver everything smoothly the way that he wanted to do. Keram, I believe that kasing powerful yung mga punchlines niya, yung mga punchlines na meron sana si Jonas, but the delivery is not there, right? So, obvious yun. Delivery and punchlines are 2 sides of the same coin. It's something that inseparable. Walang silbi yung lakas ng concept ng punchline mo kung hindi mo siya ma-deliver ng tama. At wala ring, ang gigets mo, hindi mo siya ma-deliver ng tama. And kahit sometimes mahina yung punchlines mo, yung concept na naisip mo, dahil na-deliver mo siya ng tama, it carries out. Ganun po ka-importante at kahalaga yung delivery, especially in performance in this. Ganun po yun kahalaga. Dahil yung punchline, most of the time, naka-lean siya, umaasa siya sa maayos na delivery. And unfortunately, we saw naman what happened with Keram. Same goes with the, diba? So, same goes regardless of how funny the concept of the joke is or how deep the bar should be. If not delivered properly or rough yung delivery, it takes away all the power of the line. Yan. That is what's happening here, no? Ang ganda kasi talaga ng concept sana and lines ni Keram. Lagging lang siya sa delivery, not his usual smooth and playful na I forgot what dialect, it's something like Bisaya ba yung or Bicolano, no I don't know, sorry, yung delivery na ginagamit ni Keram normally pag nagko-comedy siya, diba? Yung parang Bisaya, something like that. Sorry if it's not Bisaya, I don't know, correct me in the comment section though. So yeah, hindi niya nagawa yun here. There's just one part kasi nga he's not confident. Makikita niyo yun kay Keram kapag confident siya dun sa round niya, confident siya sa lines niya, that yung delivery niya ganon, lalo na pag jokes yung parang Bisaya yatang accent yun or tono, I'm not really sure. So yeah, ganon. Dito isang beses niya lang nagawa yun kasi nga medyo rough. Medyo siguro he's trying to remember his lines. Nag-stumble siya, pahinto-hinto. And again, the difference between their comedies for me, again, this one, let me just double down at the comedy side because this is a comedy masterclass for me. The difference between the comedy, their comedy is mas captivating yung kay Jonas kasi nga naka-framework siya, nasa istorya, yung buong kwento yung nakakatawa. Hindi siya nakaasa sa isang punchline. Hindi siya nakakapit sa isang punchline. Hindi na determine yung effectivity ng comedy niya sa punchline, no. Yung comedy ni Jonas is buong kwento, hindi siya punchline based. Though may punchline siya again, pero yung effectivity niya, it's still on the structure of the comedy itself, nung storya. Naka-structure siya sa storya. So parang story siya tapos may jokes lang siya sa stories. Alam mo yun, parang magkakwento ka lang tapos may mga nakakatawa lang na events dun sa kwento mo. Hindi siya yung talagang hindi siya naka-punchline based. Mas madali siyang sundan At mas maaalala kasi nga may ingrained siya sa kwento. Mas madaling maalala yung comedy ni Jonas kasi nga, yung kwento yung buong nakakatawa. Kaya mas nadali siyang nasusubaybayan ng mga tao. Ooh, subaybayan. Tagalog. Bam! Getting at it, guys. Gumagaling na ako kasi katulad nyo, kasing galing nyo, guys. Thank you so much. And yung Tagiram naman, punchline barrage. Diba? Ito naman yung typical na pang-asaran. Talaga yung pangit ka, uy, lolo mo panot, may bukol ka, kilikinin mo maasim, palagi kang pawis, wala kang makain. Ganun yung kind of comedy naman ni Jonas, ni K-Ram, no? Talagang pang-asaran. Yung tipong paramihan ng pang-asar, tapos almost like, but not quite, stand-up comedy style. Yun yung style naman ni K-Ram. I'm not saying that it's a very stand-up comedy. It's almost, but not quite. Ganon. Yung paramihan lang ng pang-asar. And pagalingan, no, ng may isip mong nakakatawa-tawa, na punchline. It's punchline-based, yung kay Jonas, story-based. So, let's go second round. I know, guys, sobrang haba ng explanation ko ng first round. Sobrang excite ako, natuwa ako nung nakita ko yung performance ni Jonas. It's really amazing. Let's go second.
Nag-joke agad sa umpisa. Yung utak, nag-blackout. Ang galing ng ginawa, no? Fake shoutout.
This could be the line of the round.
Usapang motor, Sige, pagbibigyan ko to. Pero bago ang lahat, akin na lisensya mo. Akin na lisensya mo. Nanginginig na ako.
Amazing.
Namumula pa yung mata mo, May hepa ka, no? Inangasan ako ng motor nito. Puta, ang tindi. Umarada sa harap ko, NWA 160. Pero may PCX talaga siya. One time, sinubukan ko manghiram. Puta yung manibela, puro pa kanan. Grabe yung bulok ng PCX mo. Sobrang malala. Alam nyo yung panggilid niya, hayop nasa gitna. Tapos yung busina raw ni Nikki, sigaw. Aba, nakakahiya naman sa signal light mo. Paa. Alam nyo ba kung gaano to katanga na driver? Dala niya SkyDrive dumaan sa Skyway. Tapos pagdating sa tollgate, puta, nag-angas pa. Bakit daw siya hinaharang artist siya? Hindi rin uubra sa karera o kahit sa competition. Paano yung motor neto, tang-ina, de extension? Ang gasto sa wire. Pero para di ka na ma-stress dyan sa PCX mong bulok, kulong, ipaswap mo na lang yan sa 2 manggang hinog. Naaalala ko tuloy dati. Hindi pa ako marunong magmotor, ikaw ang nagturo sa akin, mambabae. Madali lang daw kapag matik kasi kusang nagpapadali. Dahan-dahan lang daw yung bomba para talagang swabe. Oy! Pero alam nyo bang siga to si K-Ram sa lugar nila? Talagang hindi siya pwedeng daragin. Bumababayan sa hud ng kaaway na ang bitbit ay panalangin. Hindi rin siya pwedeng biruin. Lalo na paglasing siya. Yung huling nakaaway nito, natagpo ang masigla. Nag-sparring nga sila ni Poison. Yung laban, ang ganda. Kaso to nagre-reklamo, sinasapak daw siya. Yan ang problema sa'yo. Hindi ka natutong lumaban. Puta, para kang Chinese, magaling ka lang makipagduraan. Alam nyo bang panalo sana kami sa Itbulaga, sa World of the Ring? Kundi lang to aabnoy-abnoy. Ginagamit ng tao. Sabi niya, giraffe. Giraffe? Humaba tuloy.
Galing na story.
Pero yung mga katarantaduhan niya, sa round 3 ko na itutuloy. Hanggang kusang lumubog yan na para bang bumombet sa kumunoy.
Galing na story na comedy ni Jonas, no? Storytelling.
Di ba kinuha kang guest sa Padis? Tuwing A15 at A30? Siguro iniisip ng may-ari na dadami kanyang benta. Pero mukhang hindi mo natulungan. Kasi nalugi pa nga repa. Kasi naabutan ko to one time, nagpapahype siya ng lamesa. Talagang di nawawala ng gig. Yung kita niya, stable. Puta, wala na nga kayong customer, nagre-request ka pa ng ka-table. Pero seryoso, masaya na lang ako sa mga achievements mo, yaw. Sana hindi ka niyan mabago. Yung hilig naging trabaho. Panalo! Ano pakiramdam na sanay ka na mag-perform sa harap ng maraming upuan? Tamang bounce yung mga bouncer. Talagang ikaw pinakikinggan. Tuwang-tuwa sa'yo yung DJ habang naguhugas ng pinggan. Pero ngayon, di na to kinuha. Kasi pag nasosobrahan sa alak, nagmamaoy ka na din. Pinapahinto ka na ng stop, tuloy-tuloy ka pa rin. Tanginan to, pinapahinto ka na ng stop, tuloy-tuloy ka pa rin. Talagang ayaw magpaawat. Nagpapadami ka ng hater. Tangina mo, na bad trip na lang sa'yo, kakaanta yung mga waiter. Tapos ipagyayabang mo, na may tapos niyayabang mo pa yung kanta mo. Tangina mo, sino ka? Minsan ka na nga lang maglabas ng ipinas, pustiso pa. At speaking of pustiso, nung battle mo kay C9, pinakita mo na naging pabaya ka sa laban. Nangyari ang di inaasahan. Nasa flip-top ka na, Jonas, pero yung performance mo, laglagan. At alam kong may tampo ka kay Boss P. Yun ang hindi mo maamin. Kasi nung tinanong ka na kung anong meaning ng PSP, sinagot ka ng pustiso sa pangil.
Pustiso sa pangil?
Huli na kalaban ko doon si Darwin. Yung taong walang decency. Ako nag-aambag ng bagong meta, kita naman sa battles ko recently. No need na mag-ML reference. Pinakitaan kong killing spree. Isa ako sa mga nag-upgrade ng Game Boy, pinaglaruan ko yung badang sa PSP. Pero tumungo naman tayo sa bayag ni Enigma na mamula-mula. Pilit niyang inaabot yung balls. Sabi ni boss, "Young blood, don't reach." Singputi daw ni Jokic. Tuwang-tuwa siya nung nakita parang itlog daw ng pugo. Tanginan to, isang buong araw siyang di nakatulog. Kaya si Gago nabalisa. Sinlaki daw ng pugo yung kanan, sinlaki naman ng ostrich yung kaliwa. Gusto mong gawing almusal yung betlog niya? Engot ka? Kaya mo lang naman nakita yung itlog niya kasi yung brief ni boss, bacon na. Kaya kung usapan jokes lang, walang panama to si Jonas. Nagsasayang ka lang ng oras. Panigurado na tong todas. Dahil nung silip, iniwan mo, di mo na gamit. Di mo na hanap, gamit kompas. Mali.
All right. Second round, man. That's amazing. Yeah, so now that we all know the framework of both of these artists, now it's a lot easier to absorb and really understand what to do, right? On their second rounds. Okay, let's talk about Jonas's second round. I like yung kanyang, the consistency is still there, right? Yung angles niya, nagrebat siya, motor, yung matapang, at saka yung itbulaga. Again, you can see, di ba? Ang galing nung framework ng mga comedy ni Jonas na nasa storya. Hindi mo hinihintay yung punchline doon sa may sa line, gusto mong marinig ano yung nangyari doon sa, nag-Itbulaga kaming dalawa ni Kairam. Gusto mong marinig, di ba? Yung kwento, ano nangyari doon sa Itbulaga. But you're not actually waiting for the punchline of the joke. So, again, I'm just at awe of that style of comedy. Storytelling, amazing. So, these are the lines that I like from Jonah's second round. So, ito sabi niya, I believe this is the line of the entire second round. Sabi niya, nag-choke agad sa umpisa. Yung utak nag-blackout. Ang galing ng ginawa, fake shout out. Yeah. So, very sharp and very on point. Bali of the norm, di ba? Kasi normally, ang bali dyan, fake choke. Di ba? Yung sasabihin, oy, nag-fake choke. Fake shout out. And to think that this comes from a rebut, man, that only goes to show how sharp and how amazing yung comedic style nito ni Jonas. Kasi buong buo yung ano niya, yung line niya. Minsan kasi may mga tao nagre-rebut na wala namang kinalaman yung first line doon papunta sa sa punchline, yung masabi lang na nakarhyme. Yung kay Jonas, no, sabi niya, nag-choke agad sa umpisa, yung utak nag-blackout. So, it makes sense, di ba? Buong buo. Ang galing ng ginawa, fake shout out. So, yung first line hanggang sa pinaka-punchline, siya, dugtong siya, isang buong kwento siya, hindi siya yung ganto, ganyan. Tapos biglang iba yung punchline. Alam mo yun, yung masabi lang, you know what I'm saying, right? I cannot think of a good example of that. Pero maraming na ganun mga nagre-rebut ng yung unang line, wala naman talagang kinalaman papunta dun sa punchline. Karime lang, pero yung context or kabuuan ng kwento, hindi naman talaga nagme-make sense. That only goes to show, again, yung type of comedy ni Jonas is in that storytelling. Kaya kita mo, nag-choke agad sa umpisa, choke, yung utak nag-blackout. Yun naman nangyayari, di ba? Pag nag-choke ka, ang galing ng ginawa, fake shout-out, man. For me, this is the line of the entire second round. Amazing. Nabali yung norm na fake choke and all that. Tapos sabi niya, usapang motor ha, sige, pagbibigyan ko to. Pero bago ang lahat, akin na, lisensya mo. So, siya, very social. Alam natin to, di ba? Ako, I've seen this sa Facebook. Itong, itong incident na to, yung sa road rage, right? Ang galing ng comedy. Tapos, yung dulo, wala pa yung mata mo, hepa yung ginawa niyang bale. Though, syempre, hepa, di ba, yellowish yung mata, pula. Pero naisipan pa rin niyang ibale. To think, again, these all comes from a rebuttal standpoint. So, man, very siya, mabilis siyang masundan at saka mabilis niyang mahuli yung kiliti ng mga tao kasi naiintindihan hindi siya inside jokes. It's something na I wouldn't say na siya social and all that, pero hindi siya, I mean, I wouldn't say na it's relatable, but it's social, yung kind of incident na yun, it's social. So, yeah, nakakatuwa. Tapos sabi niya, tapos yung busina daw ni Nikki, sigaw, aba, nakakaya naman sa signal light mo. I like this one is really funny because I always see this here sa Philippines, especially nung nagda-drive, when I'm driving, I always see this. I didn't know what it meant before, nung when you're driving. I know that you guys have the same experience as well, na, diba, when you're driving and then you have a motorcycle in front of on your side. Tapos, di ba, na-extend out the leg paa nila. At first, you don't even know what it means. Are they trying to signal something na, may lubak or sira or whatnot? But late mo na marirealize na, okay, that's their signal light. Di ba? I don't know why they can't just press the signal light. Kasi, di ba, I mean, mas madali ba talaga just extend out your feet? I think that's hazardous, right? That's dangerous. But, yeah, ako nakarelate ako dito. This is something that I can truly relate, not because I don't know how to ride a motorcycle. It's because when I'm driving, man, 90% of the time you'll see motorcycle riders do this. So, yeah, this is so funny. Number 4, sabi niya, naalala ko tuloy dati, hindi pa ako marunong magmotor, ikaw nagturo sa akin pang babae. So, again, this is a straight mockery of Kairam's style, yung pagdating sa punchline pero again, yung comedy is nakarap sa storytelling, sa storya. Pag binasa mo to, sabi niya, naalala ko tuloy dati. So, you already know that it is a story, right? Hindi siya parang, again, hindi siya yung straight up na comedy or na jokes na punchline based or punchline barrage. Dito, talagang yung story yung captivating. Sabi niya, naalala ko dati, hindi pa ako marunong magmotor. Ikaw nagturo sa akin mambabae. So, hindi mo ina-expect eh. Kasi, yung sinesell out ni Jonas is yung kwento and then may mga part lang doon na nakakatuwa. May mga jokes doon sa parte ng sa kwento. Hindi nakaasa yung linya sa joke. Diba? Nakaasa siya doon sa kabuuan kung paano mai-spit ng maayos yung buong kwento. And I think that's I don't know if that's dangerous. Pag nagawa na execute ng maayos, ang ganda. Just like this, captivating. Mahirap lang to pag rough yung delivery mo, yung buong line, laylay. Kasi nga nakaasa to dun sa buong kwento. Yung kwento naman nakaasa sa linis ng delivery. So, yeah, I like this. Yung pinakita dito ni Jonas, again, yung style of comedy niya, yung storytelling plus yung punchline, style naman ni Keram, yung binabali yung dulo. Ikaw nagturo sa akin, mga babae. So like, yeah, that's funny. Very unpredictable punchline. Very unpredictable. And it's funnier in a way that, I mean, people are glued on your story, at all times. You know what I'm saying? So, yung mga tao, they're anticipating not the punchline anymore, but they're glued. They're with you because of the story, kasi nagkukwento ka. And that is why sinasabi, magaling sa crowd control to si Jonas. It's because of the way he presents his comedy. Again, it's funnier kasi, again, people are glued on the story itself, dun sa kwentong pinapresent ni Jonas. At all times. Kasi ganun, diba? Pag may nagkukwento, ano nangyari? Oo, tapos, eager ka dun sa kwento. So, they're eager. They're more eager for those. Ang backfire lang nito is, again, if you're not as good as Jonas, it tends to fall flat. No? It tends to fall flat with no reaction at all. And if the punchline is weak, this is also a good pantawid to the next topic or connecting word. Alam mo yan, na mukhang seamless, biglang seryoso. Like, what do I mean by that? Parang eto, sabi niya dito, naalala ko tuloy dati, hindi pa ako marunong magmotor. Ikaw yung nagturo sa akin, mambabae. Magaling siyang connecting to the next topic. Magaling siyang mambabae. Ikaw yung nagturo sa akin, mambabae. Oo, Keram, ikaw yung nagturo sa akin, nagigets nyo? Naitawid mo na kagad siya sa ibang topic na hindi mo na kailangang, na hindi nasa-sacrifice yung credibility ng first line. Di ba? Seamless yung tawid. Parang mukha siyang basic pero hindi kasi nagagawa ni Jonas na gawing effective yung punchline na yung salita na ikaw yung nagturo sa akin, mambabae, nakakatawa, and then po pwede pa niyang nagiging double-edged sword siya. Hindi lang siya basta nakakatawang punchline, po pwede pa niya ngayon itawid yun sa isang topic na ikaw yung nagturo sa akin, mambabae. Okay lang. Ikaw yung turo sa akin, mababae. Ganto, ganyan, ganyan. Nag-gets nyo, iba na yung topic. Saan siya, ano yung connecting word siya? Paano niya tinawid? Doon sa bali. Gets nyo? And because Jonas is good at storytelling, seamless yung na i-stitch yung buong rounds niya. Na hindi mo pakiramdam na, meron kasi diba na, alam mo yung ramdam mo, yung rough yung pagtawid sa next line or sa next topic, parang our next angle, parang yung ginawa. Ito hindi to example ng rough pero ito yung mas obvious na style or na example. Yung parang ginawa ni who's this? Ni M-Site, yung kay Marshall, 'di ba? Sabi niya, okay na, next angle na tayo, next topic na tayo, next angle na. 'Di ba ginawa niya? So, mas obvious siya na way na ipakita na, okay, tapos na tong angle na to, tapos na tong kwento na to, tatawid na tayo. Right? Okay yon, it works. It also works. Pero, hindi siya pangit. It also works. Mas obvious nga lang siya. Na okay, period na tayo dun sa unang linya o dun sa unang line. Next, move on na tayo sa next topic. Etong kay Jonas, mas seamless. Hindi siya kapansin, mas smooth siya for me at saka mas seamless siya na pantawid to the next topic, which is ang galing talaga. Kasi po pwedeng nagsimula siya, pag binanggit niya to, naalala ko tuloy dati, hindi pa ako marunong magmotor, ikaw yung nagturo sa akin, mambabae. Nakakatawa, comedy siya. Ngayon, pwede niya itawid ng seryoso naman. So, na-connect mo yung kwento na, yung first line mo ng comedy and susunod na line or susunod na angle na is seryoso, na-collect mo siya ng seamless. Mambabae, okay lang. Counter, di ba? Nagiging, ang galing. So, yeah, nagiging double meaning yung storya. Nagigets nyo? Kapag, pag na-execute ng maayos itong ganitong style, kagaya kay Jonas. And again, I cannot think of someone that is as good as Jonas in doing this kind of style or this kind of comedy. We have to start appreciating him, no? Sa mga ganitong pagkakataon kasi most of the time di naman natin appreciate, di ba? Yung comedy lang, nakakatawa. Pero yung again, yung level of artistry and creativity in this is mind-blowing. So, ang backfire nito again is if you're not as good as Jonas, no, it tends to fall flat with no reaction at all. Lalo na kapag yung punchline mo rin weak. Hindi na susuportahan yung ganda ng setup ng kwento. Kasi yung iba, setup, and then punchline. Yun yung normal eh. Diba? Setup. Alam mo na, punchline na. 4-bar setup. Kaya nga 4-bar setup. Kay Jonas, hindi mo na nararamdaman yung 4-bar setup. Hindi mo na nararamdaman yung setup, punch. Hindi mo na nararamdaman yun. Nandun ka lang sa kwento. Ang nakikita mo na lang yung kwento. Nagkukwento siya. Diba? Kaya magaling din sa music talaga si Jonas kasi na-master niya talaga yung storytelling. Kagaya na to, naalala ko dati, hindi pa ako marunong magmotor. Hindi mo na, pag narinig mo tong line na to, hindi mo naman naramdaman yung yung 4-bar setup eh. Hindi mo naramdaman, setup yan. Hindi mo na nararamdaman eh. Ang naramdaman mo lang, yung emotional anchor nung naaalala ko dati. Diba? Na storytelling. Very nice. Sorry I'm tending to double down. Alam ko sobrang haba ng daldal ko na explanation ko about this comedy. I just wanted to give flowers and credit where credit is due kay Jonas kasi hindi siya masyadong na-appreciate in terms of his comedy, and hindi naman talaga natin na-appreciate madalas yung style of comedy ng mga battle MC na alam lang natin na pang matalining bars tapos pang typical, pang average yung comedy or yung jokes, pero it's not really the case guys, it really isn't. Kaya ako ini-explain at ini-stretch at dinidetail per piece at inuulit-ulit yung elements of comedy para naman sa mga viewers natin dyan or sa mga fan ng battle rap, maintindihan din nila na parehong nagre-require po ng talino yon. Yung comedy at saka bar, pareho po yung nagre-require ng level of creativity at saka lalim, depth, yung lawak din ng talino. Pareho po yun nagre-require. You just have to find your own style, what works for you. So kaya ako po dinodouble down yung explanation dito sa type of comedy ni Jonas. Kasi again, hindi siya masyadong na-appreciate. Pangalawa, hindi masyadong na-appreciate yung creativity, tsaka yung artistry, tsaka yung talino pagdating sa comedy sa battle rap. Ito naman, last line, sabi niya, hindi rin siya pwedeng buriuin, lalo pag lasing siya. Yung huling nakaaway nito, natagpo ang masigla. So, nagdo-double down talaga si Jonas dun sa panggagaya kay Kiram, no? And yung yung contradiction, di ba? Yung line contradiction, comedy contradiction. Kasi yung presentation niya ng kwento, hindi rin siya pwedeng buriuin, lalo pag lasing siya. Huling nakaaway nito, natagpo ang biglang masigla, di ba? Yung bale, unpredictability. And contradiction, all these are elements of a perfect, I wouldn't say perfect, but all these are elements of a good solid comedy, and Jonas is showing us levels of comedy right here. Amazing. Yung 11 ng performance niya, still the same first round. Mas parang sa akin lang, mas malakas tong second round because of that rebuttal. Yun. So ito naman, dito tayo kay Kiram. Ito yung angles na ginamit ni Kiram. Yung mga gig daw ni Jonas, Postizo, PSP, yung balls ni Enigma, at yung kay Lip Cram. So ito yung lines na nagustuhan ko. Sabi niya, pero ngayon hindi na to kinuha kasi kapag nasosobrahan sa alak, nagmamaoy ka na din. I don't know what nagmamaoy means. I don't know exactly what's the direct translation of that. Pero I'm sure that you guys get it kasi hindi naman gagamitin ni Kiram yun if it's something na people are not aware of. Sabi niya, pero ngayon hindi na to kinuha, referring dun sa gig daw ni Jonas sa Padis. Kasi kapag nasosobrahan sa alak, nagmamaoy ka na din. pinapahinto ka na ng stop, tuloy-tuloy ka pa rin. So, again, double meaning yung stop at saka stop. Pinapahinto ka na ng stop. Siyempre, stop nga eh. Tsaka staff na mga, alam mo, crew. Tuloy-tuloy ka pa rin. So, yeah, yun yung double meaning niya doon. At alam kong may tampo kay Boss P, si Phoebus, no? Founder and owner of PSP, Pangan sa Pangil. At saka yung, Philippine Sports sa Performance. Yeah. Yung gym. Yeah, si Phoebus po may-ari nun. Kaya PSP rin yun. Ayun, so alam kong may tampo ka rin kay Boss P. Yun ang hindi mo maamin kasi nung tinanong ka niya anong meaning ng PSP, sinagot ka, pustiso sa pangil. So yan, ito, di ba? Nakita niyo, di ba? Magkaiba yung presentation ng comedy nila. Nakakatawa rin talaga to, itong kay Keram. Kasi, talagang signature ni Keram to eh. Yung, ang galing niyang mang-asar, Tapos, ang galing niyang magbali ng mga, hindi ko palang nakikita yung typical na high power na Keram, yung anong nangyari? Yung ganun na style. Pero nakakatawa talaga ito. Yung postiso sa pangil. Diba? Naisipan mo pa ng meaning yun. PSP, postiso. Yeah. Tapos sabi niya, ako nag-aambag ng bagong meta. Kita naman sa battle score recently. No need na mag-ML reference. Pinakitaan kong killings free. So ito yung reference niya dito yung battle niya kay Badang, no? Tsaka yung sa PSP. So double meaning yung killing spree. Killing spree is yung tuloy-tuloy kang pumapatay. Killing spree. And yung killing is free. Kasi nga naman, pinatay niya si Badang or tinalo niya si Badang in front of a live audience sa harap ng maraming tao. So, libre lang ang pumatay. Tsaka killing spree na tuloy-tuloy siyang pumapatay. So yeah, killing spree. I don't know ML but I'm familiar with Dota. And sa Dota, pangatlong beses kaya tang tuloy-tuloy na nakapatay killing spree ka na sa Dota. I'm not sure, like what, 10 years ago niya ata or 12 years ago na ako huling naglaro ng Dota. So, I don't know kung pangatlo ba o pang-apat na first blood, tas alam ko susunod killing spree, pero I think that's 3 consecutive kills. Yeah. Yung isa ako sa, just put in the comment section yung mga nami-miss out ko. So, isa ako sa mga nag-upgrade ng Game Boy, pinaglaruan ko yung Badang sa PSP. Yan. Game Boy, Wordplay, tsaka PSP, di ba? Pero hindi, kasi ang alam ko, Nintendo ang Game Boy eh. PlayStation ng PSP, di ba? Pero ang Game Boy, nagkaroon ng Game Boy Advance, pero nung na-phase out kasi for a certain time ang Game Boy, nauso yung PSP. I remember this when I was in high school, yung PSP na. I had a PSP as well before. And it was great. It was great. Amazing. So yung delivery niya, ni Keram second round, still rough. The performance is still, I think I would say it's better than the first round kasi talagang malala yung choke doon. But this one's nice. Gusto ko rin yung, young blood, don't reach. I don't know if that line is, from Uncle Drew. Diba? Yung kay Kyrie Irving, young blood, don't reach. Is referring dito sa basketball na umaabot-abot doon. Uy, ganda ng camera natin. Nagba-blur out pa. Nice! Yan. So, yun. Keram, nakakatawa yung punchline talaga. Nakakatawa yung punchline. Kay Jonas naman, nakakatawa yung kwento. That's the difference. Nakakatawa yung punchline, nakakatawa yung kwento. Now, let's go on third round.
Round 3, game?
By the way, sorry, before we get to round 3, guys, obvious naman, no? I'm not saying that, who won the first round, who won the second round, kasi guys, no? We already know it's 2-0 na Jonas.
Kung basketball lang ang yabangan, sa akin hindi uubra to. Kita mo si Righteous One? Di pa naka-recover sa crossover ko. Hindi rin tululusot. Pag ako nag-screen sa'yo, kasi ako'y grabe magbantay, Klong, na para bang asawa mo. Pero marunong talaga to mag-basketball. Napanood ko sa vlog ni Looney. At minsan naging teammate na rin si Idol Flo G. Kaya pinanood ko siya ng live sa laro niya kila Boss P. Puta, nakita ko yung galawan, no? Mala Stephen Chow. Stephen Chow? Ang lupit mo, brother! Puta, bumibehind the back pa, mag-aabot lang ng water. Niyayabang pa ni Gago na MVP raw siya. Talaga naman pumboler. Puta, malaman lamang ko kaya pala MVP, monoblock player. Bangko! Pero magaling talaga to sa shooting. Talagang hindi sumasablay. Sobrang lupet, kaya niyang mag-fake kahit walang sumasabay. Sobrang lupet, kaya niyang mag-fake kahit walang sumasabay.
Oh, shucks. No, please don't. Oh, nandun yata si Jonas ah.
Sobrang lupet, kaya niya mag-fake kahit walang Oh, kala nyo, nag-joke? Fake nga, hindi pa ba kayo nakatunog?
Nice.
Oo, nag-fake joke to. Tulad nung ginawa niya kay Nikki, di ba napanood nyo? Sa round 2, tang-inan to, nag-fake joke ng totoo. Sabi nyo, paghugot ko, burat. Ganon ka makipag-ispadahan? Paghugot mo, burat. Ganon ka makipag-ispadahan? Tas nawala na si tanga. Burat ba naman nasa bibig mo, magchochok ka talaga? Kaya pala nagpahaba ka ng buhok. Alam ko na ngayon. Kabilang ka sa mga maton na kilabot ng salon. Kaya pala may kanta ka na untitled, alam mo na yon. Pag niyaya ka niya ng kulab, yung burat mo microphone. Kaya pala nagparitoke na. Grabe siya sa luho. Kalalaking tao, puta, nagpatangos ng uso. Kaso lalong nasira, imbis na gumanda. Paano yung gumawang doktor sa kanya, puta, konduktor pala. Pero maiba. Tama na patawa. Seryoso na usapan. May gusto lang akong sabihin sa'yo at dapat mong malaman. Alam mo bang sobrang saya ko sa mga magaganda mong nararanasan? Deserve mo yan kasi mahusay kang tao at mabuti kang kaibigan. Saksi ako sa mga pagpupursige mo. Mula makapasok ka ng flip-top hanggang ngayong makaharap mo ako. Dati hindi pinapansin. Ngayon ay kilalang kilala. Sikat na at baka bukas makalawa may anak ka sa iba. Last na. May gusto lang akong sabihin. Last battle ko na to. Alam ko, hindi nyo ako mamimiss. Kasi di naman ako malupit. Wala rin akong barang malakas na humahagupit. Boss Arik, salamat sa buong flip-top. Sana kahit wala na ako rito, yung pagsuporta nun, nandiyan pa rin mga kapatid.
Oh my God.
Paalam! Next year na lang ulit.
Kaya Jonas, nadala ko doon. Time. I really thought he's going for retirement. You thought too? Man. Who said?
Let's go! Round 3 game! Round 3 na! Pag-usapan naman natin yung grupo nyo na anak ng madre. Puta, wala akong masabi. Maniniwala na sana ako kasi yung isang member nyo mukhang anak ng kapre. Sabi niya kay Range, sana yung mama mong bulag, mabingi! Grabe ka naman. Di ba yung kuya mo na stroke kamakailan lang? Kuya, magpagaling ka sa stroke mo, ha? Steady ka lang dyan. Alagaan mo na lang yung kuya mo. Malayo ating gapnas. Di ba kuya mo si OG Freeze? Yung champion ng stop dance. Kaya pala di mo na ako pinapapunta sa inyo. Nagtatampo ka na sa akin. Mula nung nakita ko yung kuya mo, nagpapaplak kumakain. Sumali pa. Sabi niya kay Auntie G, di mo alam yung kinaladkad. Ibig sabihin, dinala. Tanga ka? Kung si Heb Abi kinaladkad lang yung QC, kuya mo, Paa niya. Sumasali pa yon ng rap contest. Nagdodoble kara, feeling cute. Yung kanan niya nagrarap, tapos yung kaliwa interlude. Talagang pupuruhan ko yung kuya mong West Side. Ang patayin siya, no need bro. Pupunta ako sa harap ng kuya mo, tas iyayabang ko yung movement ko. Pero tama na tayo sa kuya mo. May tanong ako sa'yo, Yaw. Payag ka, ikaw pinakamalakas sumuntok, pero yung kamay mo sitaw. Ayaw mo yan. Ayaw ha. Ito, payag ka. May kapangyarihan kang kuryente. Nagpapangisay ka ng mga tao. Ang kaso nga lang, monthly, may bill ka sa Meralco. Nag-promote pa ng takoyaki. Nung laban niya kay Castillo. Puta, masyado kang pabibo. Hoy, J-Flag, wag ka rito. Paano may makakakuha nung challenge? Yung takoyaki nyo, agresibo. Nung huling laban niya, pinagmalaking tagabulihan. Sinigaw pa ng todo niyan. Proud ka palang tagabulihan eh. Bakit ka nasa Tondogang? Tanginan to, bakit ka nasa Tondogang? Ang ina mo, ka na mag-fake joke! Ulit! Tanginang to, di ba kung mapapanood niyo yung laban ni Tanggol at Kidlat sa Batang Quiapo, makikita niyo dun si Jonas, umaawat siya sa malayo. Tangina mo, taga-aawat ka sa eksena, tapos sa Cebu di ka maawat. Nagtatalo ba kayo ni Mastapit? Pareho lang kayong ginugulpi ni Baby Giant. Tangina ka! Lit-lit, no? Sisipa-sipa ka. At last! Yaw! Masaya na lang talaga ako na nakaharap ka. Karangalan sa akin to. Sinamahan mo ako mag-tryouts hanggang sa makapasok. Para sa akin, kakaiba yun talaga. Wala akong marem doon, gago! Nakalimutan ko yung ender. Pero iibahin ko na lang. Kasi alam mo, nasa isip ko pa rin, si Badang.
Tabaon 14, Jonas vs. K-Ram. Mag-iayos ba ang beses kung nagustuhan niyo yung laban na yun? Nag-fake na tayo.
All right. Okay, third round. I think this is already an obvious one, but still we have to give them props and appreciate the third round. Ni Jonas, meron siyang basketball, meron siyang fake joke, tsaka meron siyang gay jokes. Dito yung mga angles na ginamit niya kay Kiram. Lines na like, sabi niya dito, kung basketball lang iabangan, sa akin hindi uubra to. Kilala mo si Righteous One, hindi pa nakaka-recover sa crossover ko. So I think this is already, a straight up obvious joke. Why? This is a dark humor, So yeah, obvious naman. If you don't know Righteous One, you will never get the joke. But if you know Righteous One, you already know why it is funny. Number 2, sabi niya, kaya pinanood ko siya ng live sa laro niya kila Boss P. Ayan. Ano to this is yung basketball. Yung reference niya dito. Puta, nakita ko yung galawan, mala Stephen. Of course, you're expecting Stephen Curry or Stephen Curry. I think I thought he's gonna also use yung Stephen Curry. I don't know who said that, but I forgot the MC who said that, Stephen Curry. I thought he's going to use the same thing. Pero sabi niya, Stephen Chow. I don't know. Man, if you're a 90s kid, you know who Stephen Chow is. Yung Kung Fu Hustle, Shaolin Soccer, CJ7. Walang kamatayang CJ7. So yeah, if you know Stephen Chow, if you're a 90s kid, you know Stephen Chow. He is a martial artist, a Chinese actor. He's also comedy. He's also like yung type of comedy ni Stephen Chow, parang Jackie Chan, slapstick na action na, yeah, comedic. So, ganon. Stephen Chow, I like it. I like yung bali na yun. And nag-resonate sa akin kasi 90s kid. So, yeah. Number 3, sabi niya sa round 2, sa round 2, tayo to, nag-fake choke ng totoo. Ito yung reference niya dito, yung laban ni K-Ram kay Nikki. Yan, sabi niya, sa round 2, tayo to, nag-fake choke ng totoo. Sabi niya, paghugot mo ng burat, ganun ka, may pag-espadahan. Tapos, nawala, nasita nga. Burat ba naman nasa bibig mo magchuchoke ka talaga. So, this is almost like a bar and also a joke. This is, again, what I'm saying about yung construction ng lines ni K-Ram na the delivery it works. It's like a two-edged sword. It works regardless of anong delivery yung gamitin mo. This is also kaya ako parang hybrid tong mga ganitong lines na bar na siya, jokes pa siya kasi pag ginawa mong comedic and obvious comedic yung delivery, talagang joke siya. Pero kapag ginawa mong seryoso to, basahin mo ito ng seryoso, pakinggan mo siya ng seryoso, this is also a bar. Diba? Sayang, burat ba naman nasa bibig mo, magchuchoke ka talaga. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I think the moment of the round 3 is yung fake retirement, Jonas. I was really carried away. I really thought it was, a true retirement. Why so? Kasi, diba, parang ang dami na nag-announce ng retirement. Parang si Apex nag-retire na. Parang sobrang dami na nagre-retire. Si Batas nag-retire na rin last year 2023. So ang dami na nagre-retire ng mga old gods. So I really thought na he's gonna go the same. He's gonna take the same thing. So yeah. Pero ang galing ng closing. Amazing, consistent yung performance niya. 1, 2, 3. I like it. I really like. Now, third round naman ni K-Ram. Ayan, yung angles niya, affiliations, yung kuya ni Jonas na stroke, yung past battles, at saka yung Batang Quiapo. Ito yung mga lines na gusto ko. Sabi niya kay Range, sana yung mama mong bulag mabingi. Grabe ka naman. Di yung kuya mo na stroke, di ba yung kuya mo na stroke kamakailan lang? Kuya, magpagaling ka sa stroke mo. Steady ka lang dyan. So again, this is also a dark humor. Dark humor is a way of being funny, making fun of somebody else's suffering or misfortunes, no? Yung mishaps ng ibang tao, nadulas, yan, kagaya niyan, na stroke, di ba naggaganon pa si K-Ram yung sa kanyang third round. So yeah, dark humor siya. And this is also a good, mas specific to doon sa, parang ito yung mas customized, mas specific na line doon sa line ni Jonas about Righteous One. Ito mas specific naman to. Get it? Amazing. Kasi alagaan mo yung kuya mo, malayo ating gapnas. Di ba kuya mo si OG Freeze, tapos na ganun siya. Yung, champion ng stop dance. Ayan. Gets nyo na yan. Straightforward yan. OG Freeze, stop dance, naka-steady, na-stroke. Alam nyo na yun. Sabi niya kay Andy G, hindi mo alam yung kinaladkad. Ibig sabihin, dinala. Tanga ka. Kung si F. Abby, kinaladkad lang yung QC. Kuya mo, paa niya. Sabay lakad, na-stroke, I don't know. So yeah, yung overall theatrics dito ni K-Ram is pinaka on point sa first round, second round, third round. Ito yung pinaka on point kasi talagang meron na siya mga actions and all that. Sayang lang hindi niya natapos. This could have been his best round. Hindi niya lang natapos kasi nga sabi niya, diba, nakalimutan niya ender niya. And dun pa sa dulo, medyo nawala. Sabi niya, sumasali pa yun ng rap contest, nagdodoble cara, feeling cute. Kung yung kanan niya nagra-rap, tapos yung kaliwa naman interlude. May naisip niya pa yun, no? Nung narinig ko, this is really funny. Kasi diba, imagine naisip mo pa yung interlude yung kan. So yeah, I was able to explain naman, establish yung the difference between yung comedy ni Jonas at saka ni K-Ram. Obviously, this is Jonas's night, all 3 rounds. This is a comedy masterclass. Let's see yung official verdict.
Ang boto ng Horado, 5-0, magigay para kay Jonas.
All right, man. So before we end, as you can see, we already have a camera, working good camera for our setup. I told you all, I just want to So before we end, I just want to say I am sorry for all those na nanonood and really having a hard time knowing problem pagdating sa audio. I hear you guys. I'm working towards it already. We are already planning to upgrade everything, our setup in here to make it like a podcast like setup so that audio and the video is sharp right now. As you can see, medyo nag-upgrade na tayo. We're not using the typical webcam anymore. We're using our uh, our Sony camera. This is EZV10, EV10, something like that. Yeah, yun yung camera natin ngayon. Let me check. Ano nga yung camera na ginagamit natin ngayon? Oh, sorry. So, yan, ang ating camera is, yan, Sony camera siya. So, yan, we're just waiting na ma-upgrade din natin in terms ng ating audio, no? We'll get a podcasting mic talaga and really good headphones. Right now, this is a very typical setup, but this is what I have, so I'm trying to make the most out of it and what I have. So I apologize, but still, thank you everybody for the support and for the understanding and the love that you're giving us, especially in our small channel. But please, I just want to let you all know that I appreciate of you. Pagtsagaan lang muna natin. I know, I'm doing my best. As you can see, we already made a big step in terms of upgrading our setup in here. Hindi na tayo naka webcam, camera na tayo, and sooner we'll have our headset and our mic updated as well, upgraded rather, so that we'll have a better audio delivery and all that. Kaya makita nyo, iba yung format ng ating video ngayon. Kita nyo po. Auto blur, auto focus. So this is very nice. Again, thank you so much. I hear you. Thank you so much, guys, for putting comment section. Lalo na yung mga comment about how amazing our videos are. I appreciate you all. I'm not able to give a shout out recently, sa inyo, but shout out to Vladdy, kay Justin, pala yung mga naaalala ko and everybody na talagang pumupunta pa sa comment section and typing those long ass messages. Na appreciate ko talaga sobra. You guys are the reason why I am doing my best to upgrade, to do better, and really give quality content. Sabi nga nung isa nating family dyan, marami nang nagre-review ng battles ngayon. Let's support them as well. I know they have their own brand of review and reaction. They have their own 2 cents that can you guys can learn from as well and improve. I have my own brand and I have my own style of doing my review. And I am just grateful that you guys are continuing supporting us and loving us. Now, right here, please, if you could hit the subscribe button and if you could have other people share our content, mapalaki pa natin. Man, I am very, very appreciative of you guys. So please help me grow by having the people around us, subscribe, watch our videos, and express your thoughts and stuff in the comment section. I want to have a healthy community with you guys. Now we can exchange thoughts. That nakapag-usap talaga tayo. So I also know where to improve and the things that you guys are liking and things that I should be improving on. But again, doon sa audio, I'm already working on it. Our setup is already being upgraded. So yeah, we're on it now. Again, thank you so much. I hope that you guys enjoy this as much as I do. And I'll see you in the next video. I love you all. Peace out.